Locum 16 chapter. Organic and inorganic. SAC is vast, Mariana. You can't do anything. 12. But when they come at the end of the day, when you get your marks, it will be considered as science. Physics, chemistry, biology. They take average, so they'll consider as science subject. Any chapter, whichever you feel tough, with no, they give marks, Tanishka. But when they consider overall, they go according to average. In report card, they'll give you separately physics, chemistry. There are only five or six subjects they consider student, whether it is ICSE for colleges, CBSE or state. You'll have English. In English, you have two, right? Part one and part two. Language and literature. See, for example, language you're scoring 80, literature you're scoring 90. So for English, they won't consider language. They'll give marks, but when they take your overall percentage, they'll just see as English. They won't split into language or literature. So average is 80 plus 90. How many subjects? Two subjects are there, divided by two. Your average is 85 in English. This is how they check. When you go to college, CBSE doesn't have physics, chemistry, bio. They have a common subject called science. Okay, they don't have history and civics. They have history and civics. It's not split into two. They have it as social. In the same way, physics, chemistry, bio. In physics, if you score 70, chemistry 80, and biology 90. So add all these three divided by 3. Three subjects are there divided by 3. 240. 240 divided by 3. Your average will be 80. Max is single subject. Max is single. This entire put together, they consider it as science. Only in ICSE they have split, they made it two advanced: physics, chemistry, bio. Even in English, literature, language. Do you all have even a concept called non-detail in English literature? Non-detail in English literature. Okay, it's very vast, students. Science and history and civics. Same concept. History, civics. No, no, not history. History, civics, geography. Even this they'll combine. They'll take it as social. And Hindi Kannada is separate. Hindi and Kannada is totally separate. They consider that as single subject. Which Mariana prelims they won't count, Mariana. You don't have to worry about that. Prelims is when you know if you are applying for your college. In SFX, I think they've given the admission form, right? How many of you have applied? SFX. Who's going to join in SFX? Tanishka, Naomi, Diyashree? No? Fine. Prelim is just to test students. With that marks you can apply. They won't add your project marks. Project marks is only for final. 90%, 95% of your of all the colleges, 100% of the colleges will consider only your final exam marks, not prelims. Okay, if you're hurry, if you want to book your seat now, mostly all the colleges they'll issue the admission form on March. This is Jan. Hmm. March or by April they'll issue the admission form, students. By March. So before your result, when is your result? Is it on April? Mostly you'll get it on April, right? When do you mean? Just a minute. If it is April or May, college will start. College usually starts on June, students. So before that, if you want to book your prelims, even that they don't consider. But fine. Elective science paper 1, paper 2. Seventeenth language and literature. Okay, whoever was absent, did you all complete? Did you all watch the recording? Go through the recording. Locus concept, student. Only half. Fine, I'll just quickly tell you all the concepts. There are only two things, including construction, or just remember locus is nothing but, with including construction, you'll have two things. One is angle bisector, and the other one is perpendicular bisector. First, angle bisector. For angle bisector, you need angle. You'll have two values like this. Look at AB, triangle ABC, students. They might give any value for angle B. Can you see the screen, all of you? Is it being shared? Is the screen shared? Okay, for angle bisector, angle B can be any value, students. For example, let me take 90 degree, construct 90 degrees. Once you construct 90 degrees, A, B, C, angle bisector should lie between A and B. See, they'll give you like this, angle bisector in triangle ABC, and they'll give you 2 points, AB and BC. What is common to AB and BC? Which alphabet is common? B is common. So what you do, wherever angle B is given, see, this is a triangle, students. At angle B, just cut an arc like this, cut an arc. Okay, cut an arc. From this point, wherever the arc touches AB line, that's the meaning. This arc is touching AB line. So from this arc, cut another arc like this. The next BC. BC is this point. Wherever this arc is touching BC, from there cut another arc like this. Then from B, join the point like this. This is known as angle bisector. If entire angle is 90 degree, see, it is bisected into two parts. I'll name this point as D. DBC. Angle DBC will be 45 degrees. 45 degrees. Then angle ABD. Angle ABD also will be 45 degrees. Equal. Which angle is being bisected, students? Tell me which angle is bisected here, AB or C? Which angle is bisected? Angle B is bisected into two parts. This is the meaning of angle bisector. Is it clear? And it can be any value. 90 degrees what I have taken. It can be even 60 degrees. 60. So if you angle bisect this, you'll have 30 degrees and 30 degrees. This is the meaning. And for angle bisector, two key points you have to remember. They'll give you AB, BC for angle bisector. Whatever is common, or they might give you PQ, QR. Q is common. So make sure in a triangle PQR, Q always lies on the left hand side or right hand side, students. Don't draw diagram which will have Q top. So here you'll get confused. You'll get confused how to bisect the angle. Okay, some diagrams you'll have it like this. Some diagrams you'll have like this. Then how do you solve? All of you will respond. If the Q is on top, from Q what you have to do, students? From Q you have to cut an arc. Then from this point I'll name it as A and B. From A, draw another arc. From B, draw another arc like this. So this is the angle bisector. And remember the lines, Q is on top, Q, the angle bisector line will be down. It will travel downwards. If Q is on the left hand side, angle bisector, that line should pass on the right hand side. Okay, next. If Q is on the right hand side, PQR. From Q, just cut an arc. You take 2 centimeter, 3, 4, randomly you take an arc and cut it. This is A, this is B. Then from A, Again, using 4, 5 centimeter, 6 centimeter, anything. Just cut one arc. From B, cut another arc. See, Q is on the right hand side. The angle bisector will travel on the left hand side like this. These are the three ways. And the angle will equally get bisect. This is the meaning of angle bisector. Is it clear? Tanishka, Naomi, Mariana, Diyashri? Angle bisector. Next one, perpendicular bisector. Perpendicular bisector. For angle bisector, look students, for angle, any angle, if I take B, for angle bisector B, it lies between AB, arm AB, you call arm. Arm is just this AB and arm BC. So B is common here, B. But when it comes to perpendicular bisector, this is the symbol for perpendicular bisector. Let me take AB here. Look, AB, C, and this point I'll take it as D. Right? This is the symbol for perpendicular bisector. Next, the concept of perpendicular bisector is always 90 degree. Remember 90 degree students. It doesn't bisect the angle. It bisects this base into two parts. And perpendicular meaning is 90. Okay, for example, if AB is 10 centimeter, this AB is 10 centimeter. If I want to draw a straight line, remember perpendicular will be straight students. Whenever a line is straight, only then 90 degree is formed. If a line is parallel like this, it is not 90 degree. Okay, remember it is not 90. In order to draw 90 degrees here, see 10 centimeter. What will be the midpoint? All of you tell me the midpoint. If it is AB is 10 centimeter, which is the midpoint here? 5 centimeters, right? What will be the distance from AO to OB? It should be 5. So basically a line should pass like this, right? It should pass in this manner. But you shouldn't count like this, students. If you don't draw an arc and if you just draw it like this, it is wrong. You won't get marks. So how do you draw perpendicular bisector? This is very simple. Perpendicular bisector AB. They just give two letters. Unlike angle bisector, in angle bisector they'll give two arms like this, AB, BC. But in perpendicular bisector, only AB will be given. So what do you do with that? You take more than half. You take your protractor more than half. From B, you take more than half, cut an arc, top and down. Like this. Next. From A, you take another arc. You take same value and you cut another arc here. A line will pass through like the center. And that value will be exactly 5 centimeter and 5 centimeter. If AB is 12 centimeter, then that line will be exactly in the middle. It will be 6 centimeter and 6 centimeter. Once you construct, draw 90 degrees here. Show 90 degree calculation. This is perpendicular bisector. Is this clear, students? All of you understood what is angle bisector and perpendicular? Shall we start solving the questions? Respond, am I audible? Okay. I'll show you one in construction, how to use this one. Look, as I told you, angle bisector. Along with that, you should know all the angles. Let us quickly discuss about angles. These are the angles you should know. 0 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree, 120. Basic angles. Next, in between 0 and 60, okay, where does 60 degree lie, students? In between 0 and 90. Where does 90 degree lie? 90. Okay, 90 degree is also an angle, right? 90 degree is an angle. Right? If you want to get 90 degree, you should bisect 60 and 120. Even for basic construction, we use angle bisector all these years. Fine. So locus is nothing but it is just a tracing point. Or if you forget about the definition, locus is basically construction. Okay, it is basically construction plus angle bisector and perpendicular bisector. Locus is a tracing point. According to definition, it's a tracing point, students. Okay, I had explained in the first class. All those things I had explained. But when it comes technically, when it comes to construction, it is normal construction. When it comes to construction, angles. You should know all these angles. Along with construction, angle bisector and perpendicular bisector. This is all about locus. Any question which has only construction or 0 degree, 60, 90, 120, that belongs to construction part. Along with this, you have in construction chapter, you'll have circumcircle, incircle, circumcircle and incircle concept, incircle. So even that basic, I'll just explain what is the basic concept of that. You should draw a triangle and one circle comes inside. This is known as incircle. Okay. That is not locus, students. That is not locus. And you draw a triangle ABC. Circumcircle is around a triangle. Around the triangle, you should get a circle like this. This is known as circumcircle. Fine. Circumcircle. Circumference. What do you mean by circumference, students? All of you respond. Circumference is the outer boundary, right? Can you see this triangle? Where is this circle, students? It is outside the triangle, right? So circumference plus circle put together, circumcircle, outside. Incircle is inside. This is all about construction. You should know how to construct a circle outside and inside. And it is not that easy. Even there you need 2 or 3 rules. There are 3 or 4 theorems or rules in that. Right? So that it is nothing difficult. Only thing you need to practice a lot. Next, angle bisector is done. Perpendicular bisector is done. Now, we'll just quickly go through 0 degree, 60, 90 and 120. If you want to construct 60 degree, draw a line AB. One arc. From here, one strike will give you 60 degree. One strike, this will be 60, students. This is 60 degree. From here, if I take another strike like this, how many degrees this? For 2 strikes, how many degrees you get? 120 degree line. 90 degree lies in between 60 and 120. Can you see both the lines? The arc, this arc is touching. The red one, students, red. So basically, what are we doing here? We are constructing angle bisector here. Look here. A, I'll name this as C and D. So look at AD and AC, students. Which alphabet is common between AD and AC? Which alphabet is common? Which alphabet? A is common, right? So can you see on A there is arc? On A there is arc, right? Already arc is passing. The pink one. Look at this. Observe this, students. I'm just talking about this yellow one. If you want to construct 90 degree, all the construction depends on angle bisector. From this 120, we have to cut an arc. From C, we need to cut an arc. This is the line. According to construction, it's 90 degree. According to construction, I'll name this as E. Okay, if it is 90 degree line, this is 90 degree, students. This part is 90 degree. Okay, but when it comes to locus, A is known as the tracing point. Locus, A is the locus. For which two value? A is locus. AE is locus for which 2 points? AD and AC. A is locus. Locus is just the middle value for arm AD and arm AC. So locus is just one major part of construction. Okay, A is the locus, students. 90 degree is done. Next, 120 is done, 60, 90 is done. All of you understood the difference? Major construction, in that you get all these values: 0, 30, 60. This is one more pair: 0, 30, 60. 30 lies in between 0 and 60, students. So for you draw line AB, cut an arc like this. From this point, one strike, you get 60 degree. Next, see dotted lines. This is 60 degree AC. What are the two arms we have here? All of you will respond. What are the two arms we have, students? AC and AB. What is common to them? A is common. So look at A, arc A. Already there's an arc, I'm just highlighting it, highlighting this. So this is normal construction. 30° lies in between A and C. So from this point, you take angle. I'll name it as P and Q. From P, cut an arc. From Q, cut another arc. Like this. This middle line, whichever passes, this becomes 30°. Very simple. If you want angle bisector, it is just the first line is 0° plus second line is 60° divided by 2. 60 divided by 2, 30°. That is the meaning of angle bisector. See, this value will be 30°, top it will be 30. This is normal construction. Normal construction. I'll name it as AE. So which is the locus here, students? Tell me the locus. Which is line locus? For triangle CAB, which is locus? Yes, all of you will respond. What is the line we drew? Which is locus here? AE is the locus. So using AC and AB, we got from A we drew a line, students, and that connects to E. AE is the locus here, locus. So for every angle bisected, you will have a locus. For every perpendicular bisected, you will have a locus. Is it clear? Tanishka, can you respond? Naomi, Mariana, any doubts? Hey, Naomi has left. Naomi, did you understand? Next. 30, 60, 90 is one students. They are one group. 30, 60, 90. Next, we need 45 degrees. For 45, you can take 0, 45, 90. 0, 45, 90 is fine. Or you can even take 0, I mean not 0, 30, 60, 45. Even this is also fine. For 45 degree. Look here. A, B. If you take 0, 45, 60, it becomes too lengthy, students. Too lengthy. Just ignore it. You can take 30, 60. In between 30, 60, there is 45 line. So first one arc. Like this, you'll get 60 degrees. 60 degrees. Then 0 degree. This is 0. If you keep a protractor, you get 60 here. Then from this 0 degree, and this is 60 degree line. From 0 to 60, you bisect. You bisect like this, you'll get 30 degrees. This is 30. 30 degree line. Now 45. If you want 45, look, I'll name this as C and this point as D, students. D. C and D. C. So what are the two arms there? What are the two arms we have? AC and what's the other one? AC and AD. AC is which line, students? AC is 60 degree line. What about AD? AD is 30 degree. Okay, AD is AC is 60, AD is 30 degree line. Now, what is common to them? A is common. Angle bisector or locus. You can call it as angle bisector, locus. Anything is fine. Now I'm going to highlight that A, students. In between AC and this is the arc. It is already drawn. So from this point, I'll name it as P and Q. From P, cut an arc. From Q, cut another arc. Like this. This line, whichever passes in between, this is 45 degrees line. 45 degree. And I'll name this as AO. A to O. So AO will be the locus, students. AO is the locus. Locus. Okay, locus or tracing point. Locus is nothing but just the tracing point which is formed through angle bisector. This is 45. All of you understood 45 degree construction? Is it clear? Okay, make a note of this. If you want draw, you can even take 0, 45, that is too lengthy. Better go with 30, 45, 60. Write all the pairs, students. 30, 45, 60 is one pair. You take 30, 45, 60 to get 45 degrees. Simple. Next, you take 0 and 60 degree to get 30. So along with construction, angle bisector is done, perpendicular is done, locus also is done. 45. We'll solve few questions later. 45. Next, last one is 75. 75 degrees lies in between 60 and 90. The word in between is, what is the value in between 1 and 3, students? Which number lies in between 1 and 3? 2, right? So same thing. If you want 75 degrees, that lies in between 60 and 90. See, you add 60 plus 90 divided by 2. 150 divided by 2, you'll get 75 degrees. 75. Take down the third pair. Mostly you'll get only these type of questions. 0 degree construction, 30 degree, 45 degrees, 60 degrees, 60 degrees, 75 degree, 90 degree, 120. In that, most repeated questions are 120, 90, 60. Okay, very rare 45 and 70, students, because it takes lot of time. 45, 30, 75. Fine. I've taught you how to construct 30, 45 is done. Last 75 degrees. For 75, what are the two triangles required? Two angles required. What are the two angles required, students, for 75? 60 and 90. So you have been doing the same locus point without knowing the definition itself. From 7th standard, you are constructing all this. Okay, 7th, 8th, 9th. The only difference in 10th is you have circumcircle, encircle. You should know how to construct those two along with hexagon, pentagon, those type of diagram. Next, 90 degrees and 60. First, 60 degree, 120. For 90, we need 120. This becomes 90 degree. I'll take it as OA and 60 degrees, B. Fine. So there are two arms here, students. O is the common point, vertex, OA and OB. O is common to both. O. So this arc is common. So from this arc, P and Q, I'll name this as P and Q. From P cut an arc, from Q cut an arc. 60 degree, 90 degree, this line in between is 75 degrees. I'll name it as C, OC. AO is 90 degree, OB is 60 degree, in between that OC is 75 degrees. This OC is nothing but, just because it is joined from the center of these two angle bisector, you can also call it as locus. Just a tracing point, locus. All the construction angles are done. Maximum you have covered. Any angle left? Response, students. Do you remember any other angle? 135. Tell me, Mariana, 135 lies between which one? One minute. Yeah, after 120, correct. After 120. All of you understood this construction? 75 done. Okay, now 135 degree. Don't construct, student. Just have a look whatever we have done. Main thing, you should understand this concept. Now 135 degrees. Where is 135? 135 is after 90. Respond, Mariana. What you told was correct. 135 is after 90, right? If this is in between, what is the difference between these two angles? I want all of you to understand this. I want you all to answer, students. You'll get an idea. What is the difference between 135 and 90? How many degrees? Be quick. How many degrees? 45. If this is in the center, 45, and what is the other angle you need? You should add 45. What is 135 plus 45? 180. So now tell me, what are the two angles required for 135 construction? 80 and 180. In the same way, now I'll ask all students, you need 75. Take a value close to 75. What are the angles we construct? 60 and, see, basically, what are the angles we know? We know 60 and 120, right? All we know is 60 and 120, student. That is the basic concept. If you want to draw 75, we know 60 degrees. 60 comes before 75. What is the difference between 60 and 75? 15. Add the same 15. What is 75 plus 15? 90. This becomes one combination. Clear? Is it clear, all of you? In the same way, 45 degree. 45. We know only 60-degree construction. Where does 60 degree come? Before 45 or after 45? 60 degrees. 60 comes according to numbers, Mariana. According to numbers, 60 comes after 45. How much you add? How much you add for 45? Plus 15 degrees, right? If you want 45, subtract 15 degrees. What is the angle here? 30. So in order to construct 45 degrees, what are the two angles required? 30 and 60. Now 135 degrees. For 135, what is required, Mariana? We need 90 and 90 degrees. 180 and 90 degree. (60°) 120. Look here, 60, 120. Only if I draw 120, I'll get 90. This is 90, dotted line. Okay. Look how simple and easy it is. If you know this logic, if you have not learned this logic, or if nobody has taught, construction is tough, students. You'll get confused with 135, 70, 45. Next, 180° is in the bottom. 180° is this point. I'll name this as B. Now, we have two arms here, AO and OB, because we have taken 90 and 180 lines, students. 90, 180. Clear? So for 90° it is AO. For 180 degrees, it is OB. So common point for AO and OB. Common point for AO and OB is O. So from O, you need an arc. From O, we need an arc. There's already an arc here, this arc. So take these 2 points. From point B, cut an arc. Then this point. This is line B, line C. Okay. So I'll name these 2 points PQ, students. From P, one arc. From Q, another arc. You measure this. This should be 135 degrees. OL. I'll take LO or OL. So in between AO and OB, OL is there. OL is also known as locus. Is it clear? All of you understood? Got an idea about angles? Response, students. Everything clear? How to construct? What is locus? Angle bisector, perpendicular bisector? Okay. The same thing you transfer to graph. This is first quadrant. 90° is always first quadrant. 0 to 90 is first quadrant. 90 to 180 degrees, second quadrant. First quadrant, second quadrant. You get a semicircle. Okay. See how the concepts are interlinked. You get a semicircle. You should remember all this concept. Whenever you read the question, you should recollect all this. 35 degrees, 75 construction that you convert into graph. Find top, x-axis, y-axis. This is x dash. Down you get y dash. The mirror image of this, students, the mirror image of this, you'll have it down, value down. So 90 degree 90. Add plus 90 here. And here again plus 90. 360 degrees. If you know how to construct from 0 to 180, 135 degree, all these things, even 270 is possible. All this you'll have in your college. 11th, 12th, if you take higher education, they'll teach you that. Okay, for now we have completed this. We'll start with few locus construction. Only two things are pending: circumference and encircle concept. Look at the first question. We'll start with the textbook question. 2002 students. Previously, I solved 2 or 3 questions from here. You go through the recording. First, 16th question. Which angle you need to construct? All of you will respond. What's the angle? 16th one. Angle ABC is equal. So all of you have geometry box with you all. Naomi, Tanishka. Okay. Yes, get protractor scale. Write it, students. Don't be lazy or don't be overconfident. Thinking that you'll know it is very easy. Don't just sit and watch. Construct. I'll conduct up to 1:30 or what time you'll have lunch? 3 o'clock. What time you have to leave DSRE? 1:15. Mostly 1:30 or 1:40 I'll conduct. Okay, or it might go up to 2. I have to complete this. Fine. Remaining you go through the recording. You can watch the recording and tomorrow we'll start circles chapter. Okay, start with 120 degree students. 120 degree AB and BC is 5 centimeter. Take that as base. AB. Okay. First get your geometry box. I'll teach you how to draw the line. These lines are very important. Yes, all of you have construction box with your protractor, scale, compass. Shall we start construction? Yeah, Tanishka, rejoin. Your voice is not audible. Diyashri, okay. Naomi, Mariana. Yes. Semicircle protractor. Protractor to measure 1 or 2 angles. Okay, if you have compass enough, Tanishka, do you have compass with you? Enough. Protractor, if required, I'll tell you all. Okay, we'll start with ABC students. What's the middle angle we have? All of you respond. So, in which vertex you have to construct? In which vertex we construct 120? What is 16th question? AB is equals to BC is equals to 5 centimeter. Two arms are given, AB and BC. Mark the point D. Okay, first let us construct 120 degrees. You need to take in such order that B comes here. B. A on top, C. Or you can take B here, A here, and C here. But I would suggest you all to take A, B, C alphabetical order, students. All of you will construct 120-degree. Draw the base. BC 5 centimeter, AB 5 centimeter. Once you'll construct, you have to send it. Whatever you have done, send it to me. I'll check. 5 centimeters. Then what's the angle? 120 degrees. And make sure you take only 2 or 2.5. Don't take more than that. When you're constructing arc, just take 2.5. If not, you won't get a perfect arc. So 60 degrees is done. This is 120. So what should be the distance of this line, students? What should be the distance? Same, right? BC is also 5. Draw 5 centimeters. And what about this one? DSD construction chapter did they do? Complete construction. You circumference and incircle concept, right? Okay. What about tangent? You understood? You remember all those concepts? Fine. Yeah. Tell me. Oh, yeah. Rough diagram is required. I forgot about that, students. Rough diagram from 7th, 8th, they tell you all to draw, right? Yeah, I forgot about that. Just draw a rough diagram. What is given here? 120 degrees, right? Yes, just draw a rough diagram. You know how 120 degrees should be. A, B, just construct 120. You don't have to draw locus, incircle, circumcircle, all those things, student. Just rough diagram A, B, C. Triangle. 120. Yes. And one more thing, you'll have to even mention few points, right? Whatever you do. I'll teach even that, students. Better you write it. Look here. First, what did we construct here? Beside that, you do just write. Once you complete construction, what did we construct? Construct 120 degrees, right? At vertex, which one? At vertex B. Second, all of you will completed 120 degrees, 5 degrees. This is 5. Look at 120. A, B, C, students. Join this line. This is a triangle. 16th question. Okay, what have they asked here? Is it a triangle symbol or an angle symbol? If they give it like this, is it angle or triangle? Angle. If they give it like this, it's a triangle. So now what you'll do is, they didn't tell triangle. Don't connect AC, students. Don't connect AC. Just keep it like this. Just keep it like this. 120. Now second part of question. Normal construction is done. Now comes the locus point. What is given? Mark 2 points. What are the 2 points you need to mark? D and E. And this is the meaning for equidistance. Equidistance meaning is angle bisector. When it comes to equal, all of you completed 120. Mariana, Diyashri, Naomi. Stop writing, students. Stop writing. Concentrate here. You see all the locus question, you'll have this common word equidistance. See, wherever you see equidistant, radius. Okay, can you see all equidistance questions here? Equidistant, equidistant. So the meaning of equidistance is equal distance. When do we have equal distance? For two options, angle bisector and for perpendicular bisector. Equal distance. For angle bisector, equal angle, students, equal angle, 30 degree, 30 degree. For perpendicular bisector, this base will split into two halves, 5 centimeter, 5 centimeter. This is the meaning of equidistance. Now, we should figure out whether they've asked us to construct angle bisector or perpendicular bisector. Okay, for angle bisector, what are the two things I told you? You'll have 2 points, AB and BC. But when it comes to perpendicular bisector, we'll have only 2 points, B and C. What is given here? 2 arms are given or 2 points are given? 2 arms are given. Is it angle bisector or perpendicular bisector? It is angle bisector. And for angle bisector, which is the common point, students? What's the common point here? B. Now look here. From B, what did I tell you all? We need to draw point D and E. We need to fix. Where is it? 16th question. D and E, which satisfies the condition that they are equidistant from AB and BC. AB and BC. Now, AB and BC are 2 points. B, there's already an arc, students. Already an arc. Now look here. You take some random value. You can take random value like this. From B to C, cut an arc. I'm going to cut using the red. From B to C, cut an arc like this. Then keep your compass here. From A to B, look at the position A to B. Cut another arc. This is the locus, this point. Okay, so what you do, just draw a line like this. Just draw a line. Yes. Yeah, you can take random value. Even I took a random value here, right? To cut. See the ST. Did I measure anything? No. Yeah, Adya, why have you joined late, Adya? Class starts at 12. No, I sent in the group, right? Did you see the message? Why, Adya? I sent in the message. Fine. Anyways, this 1 hour you go through the recording. Were you there for the first class? I think you were answering, right? Just continue, Adya. Continue with this. Look, we are doing the 16th question. Before that, if you have any doubts in all the angles, all the basics I covered. Okay, I'll upload the recording. I'll go through that. What about Ivania then? Ivania, Cherisha, only you four didn't attend. And even Lemula. Fine, students. So 120 degrees we drew here. Look here. I'll once again draw B, A, C. This is 120 degree. Now, from this arc and P and Q, name it as P and Q, you can cut an arc. 2 arcs. So the doubt is whether you can take a random value. Yeah, tell me, Mariana. No, it's not more than half. See, I've taken a random value. Can you see arc, random value? Right? Now look here. Shall I increase the value, students? Shall I increase the value so much? Shall we construct? You'll get the same line. Shall I draw? Look, I've increased the line. I've increased the length here. Look here. Like this. And from B, from here to here. That is definitely, see, this is the concept of perpendicular compass protract mathematics, students. This is the concept. You take any value, you'll get the arc. Are we getting blue and pink on the same line? All of you respond. Despite taking different values, let me extend or let me shorten it like this. Let me shorten it like this. I use green line. Look, let me shorten. I'll use green line. Oh, more than half, more than half. If not, you won't get. Let me increase more like this point. I've increased it. Look, I've increased and I've drawn a line from here and from this point. So when I'm teaching, don't do it, students. Don't do it along with me. I'll give you all time. Look here. Are all 3 points on the same line? Can you all respond? All of you all understood? This is the locus, students. You take any measurement and you can construct, or you can take even more than half. If your base is 5 centimeter, take 3 centimeter, 4 centimeters. I've drawn an arc here. Okay, let me teach. Get back to the question. Look, you get an arc here. This arc. Next, this is the arc. What is given? Mark 2 points D and E, which satisfies the condition that they are equidistant from BC. On this line, you have to mark D and E. On this line, what do we need to mark? D and E, right? We need to mark D and E, students. Is any measurement given? The D is 5 centimeter, E is 5 centimeter or 6 centimeter? No, you can randomly mark. I'll mark this as D. On top of this, I'll mark it as E. First question is done. 3 marks question. In the above figure, D and E have marked 2 points. In the above figure, join AE. So let me join AE, students. AE and EC. Join it like this. Okay, once you join, what else they have asked? Okay, after joining, describe the figures A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D. Let me construct even, join even this. How does this diagram look like? Is it straight or slanting? A, B, C, D. The green one. How does it look like, students? Slanting. So isn't it a rhombus? See, this is 5 centimeters. This is also 5. If you calculate, use your scale and calculate. DC also will be 5. AD also will be 5. If it is slanting and four-sided figure, what is this, students? It is a rhombus. All of you understood? ABCD is a rhombus. What about BD? BD line? What do you call BD line? We call it as angle bisector or perpendicular bisector. BD is the, okay, good, angle bisector. This is the answer. Name the diagram. BD is not a diagram, it's just angle bisector. Now can you tell me ABE? All of you will join ABE, students. What kind of diagram is that? ABE. Respond. What kind of diagram is this? ABE. No, forget about isosceles. Don't specify. Sometimes you might go wrong. Just a triangle, right? What is ABE? ABE is just a triangle. Triangle. Isosceles is also fine. You write even isosceles. No, it is not isosceles, Tanishka. It is not isosceles. Okay. AEs can be different. BE also length can be different, students. So ignore about iso. Just triangle. Mark it as triangle. The main highlight is point D and E. When it comes to equidistance, it is a locus question. Remember locus chapter. In locus chapter, some points they will never specify. They won't say D and E, students. D and E is 5 centimeters, 6 centimeters. No, they won't mention. And one more thing, in the beginning, did we construct triangle ABC or just angle ABC? We constructed just angle ABC. So don't join A and C. So there is a slight difference between construction and locus. It is not completely construction, 60 to 70%. Okay, we have done the 16th question. Any doubts in this? All of you have completed? Hmm. Yeah. This I messed it up. Not messed it up. I drew a lot of angles here, so it is very difficult to erase and do it again. Try it like this, students. D and E. Let me erase all this. You'll get an idea. Look at D and E. Random points. You can take random. Just because they've given D first, I've written D. E second, it should be bit top. Adya, did you understand? Okay, up to 2 I'll conduct. Take break, students. Once you complete, take break. We'll continue at 1:15. Yeah, Diyashri, you can leave. Remaining 40 minutes, go through the recording. I'll be solving previous year questions. You can leave. Okay, others take break, students. Take 10 minutes break. We'll continue at 1:15. Okay, all of you online. Shall we start? Shall we continue, students? Okay, Diyashri, you didn't leave. 1:30, fine. Adya online. Mariana, Adya, Tanishka. Okay, one more thing, students. I made a mistake. See, even if they give ABC, it's just an angle, but try to you complete as a triangle. Construct a triangle first like this, ABC, then on this line, DNE. Continue with this. Okay, next question. 2022, 22, I mean 2002, 2005, 6, these are all old one. We'll get back to that. First, we'll complete 2024. 25, they didn't ask. 25, they're given circle question. Circumcircle and encircle concept. 25. 24, it was a good question. Okay, now once again, equidistance. All of you respond. What do you mean by equidistance? Meaning is equal. Distant is distant. Then there are two types in this. Two types. What are the two types? One is equal distance. How do you calculate equal distance, students? One is angle. Through angle bisect. And the other one is perpendicular bisector. This is the symbol, perpendicular bisector. Okay, perpendicular bisector. Perpendicular bisector is nothing but on one single line. One single line take more than half. So for perpendicular bisector, they'll just give two vertices, students, A and B. Remember, only two vertices. For angle bisector, they'll give two arms. For example, AO, OB. And for AO and OB, O is common. O is common. This is angle bisector. This is perpendicular bisector. Okay. One question will have angle bisector, one will have perpendicular. Some question will have both. It will have construction, along with construction, both angle and perpendicular bisector. That is what they had given in 2024. They have merged all three together. Locus question. Look at 2024. This question. What is given? Read out the question, students. Using ruler and compass, construct how many degrees? You have to construct triangle 90 degrees. So B is in the center. First draw a rough diagram ABC 90 degree. This is how 90 degree will look like. Don't start. Let me explain first. AB is 6 centimeter. Right, 6 centimeters here. BC is 8 centimeter. Okay, start construction, students. Be quick. Take base BC. Yes. BC 8 centimeter. BC 8. AB is 6 students, 2024 paper. And 23, 21, 20, they didn't give locus. It was only construction. 2019 and 20 they had given. So when it comes to locus, remember these three students. Normal construction, whatever I taught you all. Construction plus angle bisector plus perpendicular bisector. These three put together locus. 90-degree AB line. What is given here? AB is equals to 6 centimeters. Take 6 centimeters and draw. I've drawn the rough diagram here, Tanishka. Look at the rough diagram. Yeah, completed. Done. Triangle is also done. Okay, next. All of you respond, students. Did you all complete it? Let me do it. 8 centimeters. Then don't just take 6 centimeters and draw it. You have to show the calculation. This is for 90-degree construction. Take 2 or 3 centimeters, draw 90 degrees. Sixty, 120. How many centimeters is this? 6 centimeters. AB is 6 centimeters. Then join this, student. Join this and mark it. Mark it as, name it as A, B, and C. Next, once you have done with this, look at the next part of the question. All of you will concentrate here. I'm going to explain the second part. Construct the locus of a point equidistant from which one? Equidistance. Can you see the keyword equidistance, all of you? Okay. Vertex is given or arms is given? B and C are vertex or arms? Vertex. What do you mean by vertex, students? Vertex is just one straight line, just 2 points. How do you construct equidistance? Take more than half, top one and down, and from B, top and down. Will you complete it now? Look here. If you don't know, I'll do it. Look at the screen. You can do it later. Look, BC is just the vertex. I'm going to take more than half. If you don't take more than half, you won't get proper value. Look here, more than half, and it is in the red color. I'll be doing it in the red one. It should be more than half. Yeah. Top one and down one from C, students. Top and down from C. Next, from B. Complete it. Top and down. Join that line. Once you complete, all of you will join this line. Be quick, do it along with me. Once you complete, let me know. We'll do the third point. Okay, Naomi done. Mariana, Adia. Yeah, keep it same student. Don't reduce the distance, your compass. Okay, keep it in the same. Tell me the third point. Now you should answer the third point. What is given second point? We have done the first one. Second point, construct a locus of a point. Locus is also known as equidistance. Is it an arm or a vertex? Vertex. This time, what are the 2 points given? What are the 2 points? A and B. Yes. From A and B, draw a vertex, student. Same. Look here. All of you look at the screen. I'm going to use the blue line. From B, I'm going to cut an arc. More than half or less than half? I mean, more than half. Look, from B, here 1. All of you look at the screen. This side, right hand side 1 and left hand side 1. Then place it on A, students, on arc A. Complete it. Here it is difficult. All of you will try this. Like this and like this. Then look at the blue line. I'm going to join using blue line. Two arcs are completed. So for triangle, 1 mark. For two arcs, 1 mark. 2 marks. If you do it till here, you'll get 2 marks. Shall we do the next one? All of you completed? Yeah. BS. Next. Read the next one. Mark the point which satisfies the condition A and B as O. Okay. Construct the locus of a point keeping a fixed distance OA from a fixed point O. Construct the locus of a point which are equidistant. Mark the point which satisfies both the condition A and B as O. Construct the locus of a point keeping a fixed distance OA from a fixed point O. Just a minute. Mark. That's it. We are almost done. This third point is nothing but wherever this first and second, actually they have done a mistake. Condition A and B. This is not condition A and B. Condition 1, the first question and second question. Wherever these two lines meet, what do you have to name it as? What of it? O. Name it as O. So look at this. The point where both meet, I'll name it as O. I'll highlight using orange, students, orange color. Look, this is the point. Where the blue line and the red line is touching, that is O, students. O. All of you marked O. You got a common line. Just extend blue line. If it is short, extend blue line and red line. You'll get a common point. Mark that point. Next part of the question. And here there was a mistake. Printing. It was not A and B. It is 1 and 2. Okay, 1 and 2. Or even if they give A and B, consider this the first as A and B. There might be a few mistakes like this. Next, last one. Construct the locus of a point which is equidistant. See, we need another equidistant. This time what is given, students? Angle bisector or perpendicular bisector? If B and BC is given. Angle bisector, very good. Which is the common value here? B. Look here. Stop writing. I'm going to construct from B. Can you see B already there's an arc in B? All you have to do is just use protractor. Which color shall I take? I'll take the purple one. Look, from here, just take some random value, students, random value, or more than half or random value like this. Let me take green line, green one. Look at this. Then place it on this point. Don't reduce the size of compass. Place it on this. Draw another arc. Cut another arc. Is it clear? Can you see the line? There, from there, what you'll do, just join B, students. B. I made a mistake. Use a ruler. Use a ruler and join this B and this arc. This line. This is how the diagram looks like. Draw it neatly. Your diagram. I'll show the diagram. I'll show the answer. Yes. Adya. Last one is related to which one? The last point is angle bisector or perpendicular? Perpendicular. It between which two? Yes, B and BC. Look, for 90 degree, all of you look at the screen, students. If you have doubt, I'll draw here once again. What is the angle we drew? It was 90 degrees. Fine. Adya, for 90 degree, there was already an arc here, right? Okay, first, this was 90 degrees, student. 90 degree. Then we had a bisector, perpendicular bisector BC. So we got something like this. First line. Then we had a perpendicular bisector for AB. For AB, let me draw it like this. And we had a common point here that told us to name O. The fourth point was angle bisector. So angle bisector, take two green points. Can you see the green points here where I marked? From there, cut an arc. That arc I'll draw it in pink. You'll have arc somewhere here, like this. Like this. Draw a dotted line. This is the answer. Your diagram should look like this. I'll show the answer. All of you completed? Got it like this? You all have understood what is angle and perpendicular bisector, right? This is locus to it. See, your answer should be like this. Draw it in the same way. Triangle, dotted lines. I'll just name here. The dotted lines are, one is angle bisector, the other two are perpendicular bisector. See, this is perpendicular bisector. This dotted line is also perpendicular bisector. This line is angle bisector. AB stands for angle bisector. PB stands for perpendicular. Where all three meets, okay, I made a mistake. Where all three meets, just draw a point and name that as O, students. O. So I've made a mistake here. All three lines should meet. All three lines will definitely meet at a common point. Check whether you got the value like this. Yes, Dia, tell me. Yes, you can leave. You can leave. Okay. Are all three meeting at a common point? Any line, students? It should meet at a common point. That point, name it as O. Anishka done. Mariana, Naomi. What's the answer, students? Did you got similar to this? I think Naomi, the way you answer, you're not confident enough, got wrong value. And what's the way you answer? If your answer is right, I know how you answer. Okay. From B, you construct students. See, you'll get somewhere like this. You'll have one common point. 4 marks question. Okay, another one or two questions will solve. 2000 in the textbook. It is only 2009. 9 is not required. 2024, 22, 2002 and 1. In 2002 and 1, they've asked for 5 marks. It was almost 20 years back. They won't ask for 5 marks, students, only 4 marks. Okay, 2015 and 16. Let us solve 2016 question. Can you see the seventh one? All of you seventh one given? Okay. Yeah, this one seemed to be a bit tough. Let us try this. Be quick. First construct ABC. Angle B is 60 degree. I'll draw a rough diagram. It should be like this. All of you construct rough diagram. 60 degrees. AB is 5 centimeter. BC is 6.5. Take base 6.5. Even this is easy question. BC 6.5, 60 degree, 5 centimeter. 6.5, 65. Yes, students, done. It was a simple question. 60 degree and 6.5. Or keep it small. It should be only half. Up to 180 I'll touch here. Up to 180 I can touch like this. Next, 60 degrees. And what's the distance between A and B? 5 centimeters. This is a triangle. All of you are done with the triangle ABC? Response, students, completed? 60. Next, what is the second point given? First one is done. Second point, construct the locus of a point. See, locus is nothing but it can be a circle, perpendicular bisector or angle bisector. Locus of a point at a distance of how much? Distance of, respond, distance of 5 centimeters from A. Locus can be a circle. If only one point is given, students, if only one point is given, that is a circle. You need to construct a circle. If 2 points are given, perpendicular bisector. If 2 arms are given, angle bisector. What is given here? Only one point, then what are we supposed to do? Circle, right? 3.5 cent. Yeah, I forgot that point. If only one point is given, it is a circle. Look. Now what you do, take 3.5 centimeters using a protractor. All of you will take using compass, 3.5. And which point? At point A, right? At point A. Draw a circle like this, students. Complete. That's it. This is the meaning. If single point is given, draw a circle. Single point stands for circle. Complete this. Be quick. I'll give two questions. Try it for homework. One rectangle or triangle question. Mostly you'll get only triangle, students. Rectangle, rhombus is rare. You get only triangle type of questions. Done? All of you completed. And what do you have to name this? No, nothing. Just 3.5 centimeters. Completed. Next one. Can you see equidistant word is given? AC and BC. What do you need to draw when two arms are given? Angle bisector or perpendicular? No, no, not perpendicular. Perpendicular will have only 2 points like this. Adya. Angle bisector. So which angle is common to both AB and AC? Which angle is common, students? Angle C. Angle C is common. Look here. At angle C, what you have to draw? Draw an arc, right? Small arc. Look here. At angle C, just draw a small arc. Which this arc should touch AB and BC, students. This arc should touch AB and BC. Like this. Next. Take more than half. Take more than half. Look at the green line. Cut an arc from B to C and place your compass here, another arc like this. Look at the green arc, you should get the green arc like this. Your students done, completed? Respond all of you all. You'll have to send it to me. Tanishka, Mariana, Naomi. Here only are the answering. You'll have to send the students. Whatever you are constructing, you have to send it now. What is the next point given? Fourth point. Angle bisector, locus, equidistance. Which question? 7. Mark 2 points X and Y, which are at a distance of 3.5 centimeters from A. Also equidistance from AC and BC. Okay, mark 2 points X and Y. We need 2 points X and Y. On the line, students. On which line? On which line do we need X and Y, which are equidistance from 3.5 centimeters? The circle and equidistance from AC. So the line which we have drawn. Look, the circle and this perpendicular line. Draw a line, straight line. Draw a line like this. On top of this line, we need X and Y, students. That is the meaning. On top of this line, mark 2 points X and Y. After constructing this line, and that line should touch the circle. It should be 3.5 centimeters. Anywhere on this line you can mark 3.5 centimeters. You can mark x and y on this line. The distance should be 3.5 centimeters, students. 3.5. No, not 3.5. I'll read again. We need to mark 2 points x and y wherever the circle, see, equidistance 3.5 centimeter and AC. Whatever points we got here, second and third, on that you have to mark, and we need to measure x and y, students. We need to measure x and y. Did you draw this line? All of you completed? Respond. Okay, now look at this point. Can you see a point is touching? I'll name it as x. Circle and this green line. Can you see circle and green line touching? And even here, name it as y. Can you see x and y, students? Wherever the circle and the line meets, that is x and y. And find the distance between them. I'm getting somewhere around 5.6, 5.5. Yes, my answer is 5.5. What did you all get, students? Oh, 5.3. Others? Bit too much, I think. Okay, 5.5, 5.2, 5.6. Adia, Mariana? See, one more thing. Okay, completed. I'll explain. 5 point. See, don't compare with my answer. Just because I got 5.5, yeah, don't tell 5.6, 5.4. Just because I got 5.5. I'll show you what the answer is. 5.5. Okay, even my value is it is slightly more. Just tell me whatever your values you all got. Okay, and one more thing, this construction is tough, students. Using this software, it is tough. Mariana, what's the answer? 5.5.4. What about Tanishka? What did you get? 5.3, 5.4, 5.5, 5.6. Okay, one more thing. If you're getting confused with the last statement, whatever statement they've given, which are equidistant, you need to mark 2 points x and y, students. Okay, and did they ask us to find any other equidistant point here? Respond. Did they ask us to construct any equidistant point? Fourth point. No, right? They didn't ask us to construct anything. So far, how many points you have constructed? One angle bisector and one perpendicular bisector. So if you're getting confused with the last point, remember last point, wherever angle bisector and perpendicular bisector meets, that is the x and y, that will be the answer. Definitely that will be the answer. They will not ask you to mark extra points, students. Right? See, construct. The word construct is not given here. You can nowhere find construct in this fourth point. Even I get confused sometimes. So the keywords are construct is not given. Nowhere construct. The word construct is not given. So we don't need to construct another point. Okay. Wherever these 2 points, the perpendicular bisector, angle bisector meets, you need to mark x and y. And I got 5.5. Some students got 5.3, 5.4, 5. This. The exact answer Somewhat close to Mariana and Tanishka's answers were right. No problem. 5.4, 5.5 is also fine. You'll get marks. All of you got diagram like this? Like this. Here the answer what they have given is x and y 5.2 centimeters. See, x and y is not that clear. I'll mark it. Look at the points, x and y point. And this is what I told, angle A. When single point is given, you need a circle. When 2 points are given, you need perpendicular bisector. When arms are given, AO and OB, you need angle bisector. So this question had all three students. It had a circle, angle bisector, perpendicular bisector. Okay, yeah, the answer was 5.2. They have got 5.2, 5.3, 4, 5 is also fine. I think 5 is bit more. 1 or 2, greater or lesser is fine. 5.1, 5.3, 5.4 is acceptable. Any doubts in this locus concept? Single point, two vertex. Any doubts? Okay, I'll send you all the students. I want you all to try 2015. Try 2015 and 2007 if you want. Fine? Okay, for 2015, what is required? BAC is 105 degrees. Have we constructed 105? Did I teach you? Oh, another 5 minutes. I'll just explain this. You can do it. 105 degrees. See, that is where students get confused. 105 degrees is given. What are the different angles we know to construct? We know only 60 and 120. I mean, it is not what we know. Two arc will give 60 and 120. So let us take 120 students. 105 comes before which one? I mean, after? Before 120, right? What is the difference between 105 and 120? 15. Plus 15, right? Then what you have to subtract here so that 105 lies in between? Minus 15. What is 105 and 15? 105 minus 15 is 90. Did you learn this calculation? Is it clear? Mariana, did you understand now? Previously I taught Mariana, Anishka, Naomi. Adya, go through the recording. I have taught this calculation. If not, no issues. It is very simple, students. 105. Almost 90%, 90-95% of students will definitely won't be able to solve this question. 105 degrees. Even teacher also wouldn't have taught. Very rare. Let them ask however they want, students. However they want. We know the numbers. Okay, max. It's all about numbers and the concept. How much you understand. 105 degrees. We know 120 degrees and 90. You could have even taken 90 degree. 90 degree will come before 105. So the difference between 90 and 105 is 15. Add this 15 plus 15, you get 120 degrees. So we got to know, we got an idea that we need to construct 90 and 120 in order to get 105 degrees. Okay, I'll just quickly show you all. You can complete it later. Last one. Look, whatever value is given. I'll share that question, complete it, students. This is line. So I'm going to construct 105 degrees. For 105, you need 90 and 120. For 120, first we need 60. 60 is done. 120 is done. And we also need 90 degrees. 90. Now wherever these two lines meet, just draw the This is 105 degrees. Even this is also angle bisector, students. We are bisecting from two arms, like this and like this. The green line is 105 degrees. Look at the green line. It is in between 90 and 120, 105. Let us check. Is it exactly 105? Can you respond? 105 degrees. In the same way, I told you all 135, let them are 75, 45, 35, 25, anything. No, 25 is not possible. 30, 45, 105, 135 is possible. 135 will lie between 90 and 180, 135. So 105 degrees is done. Okay, let's try one question, students. Try this one question. 2015. I'll send the question in the group. Fine. What is required here? 105 degree construction is done. Next, all of you will respond. We need a equidistance. BA and BC is given. Angle bisector or perpendicular bisector? What is this? Not perpendicular. You are getting confused. It is angle. Which is common here? B is common, right? B is common. See, when do you get angle, students? Basic sense. When do you get angle? When two arms meet. That is where angle is formed. When two arms meet, angle is formed. So from this point, one arc. From this point, another arc. This is angle bisector. Okay. I even told you all. Remember like this. Whenever arms are given, arms. That is AO, OB. Right? In arms, there is A, right? A, remember, angle bisector. Angle bisector. Next, only vertex will be given. Can you see B and C? Just vertices are given. Second one, yeah, only vertex is given. Then what will that be? Only when vertex is given? Perpendicular bisector. Perpendicular bisector. Or you can even remember, can you see ER and ER? Perpendicular bisector. Yes, only then you'll have an idea, students. You'll get to know, okay, we have B and C here. Take more than half. Take more than half and cut it like this. I would definitely study like this. Angle bisector A is given, arm. Whenever arms are given, angle bisector. They can even ask you an MCQ question. Whenever vertex is given, just B and C are two vertices, 2 points. In vertices, ER is given, perpendicular bisector. Then, in the last point, have they given any construction? All of you can respond. Any word construction is given? No. So wherever these 2 points meet, mark the point that satisfies the above two loci. See, above two loci is this. You have to name this as P. Definitely 2 points will meet, students. Somewhere after angle bisector and perpendicular bisector, there will be a point P. And measure the length of PC. Don't construct anything. Make the use of first locus and second locus. Find the value of P. We'll try this one question. 2007 and 15. 2 questions for homework. Okay. Only then you all will understand, students. Complete and send it. Yeah, complete and send. Again tomorrow, class. Class will be tomorrow. What time shall I conduct? I want you all to complete 2000 question 8 and 9 for homework. Yeah, no school, right? No school. So 11 o'clock. Yeah, 11 to 1 will be one class. Then again 6 to 7:30 students. 6 to 7 or 7. If you want, I can keep it even more early so that you can study other subjects. If you're okay, I can even keep at 7 o'clock. Not 7, 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. At what time? Then I'll do one thing, students. Any time after 9:30 is also fine. 9:30 is also fine. Or shall I keep it at 11 o'clock? Is it fine? 11? 11 to 12:30 and again 6 to. Somebody told they have science. Or I'll make it 10:30 students. Maximum 10. 10:30 to 12. Okay, 1.5 hour afternoon, 1.5 hour evening. In between, you study other subjects. Okay. So log in at 10:30 tomorrow, students. I want all of you to log in at 10:30 tomorrow.